stay out of your own live stream.
No, you're fine. I love it.
I'll give you a break. You probably need a break from all the shit that's been going on anyway.
Oh no, you're fine. I love it.
Yo, Travis is in the chat. All right, hold on, Travis. Let me just get you the StreamYard invite. Do not go anywhere. And I'll interview you through StreamYard, man. 1 second. This will be really quick. And I already have the questions prepared. And it'll be all respect. Okay, I'm entering the studio. All right, here, Nomad PDX. Travis, here is the StreamYard invite. I apologize. I'll try to make this very, very easy for you, man. I apologize, but if you click on the, I don't know if you're familiar with StreamYard. If you click on this link, it will set you to, it will send you to a studio, and I'm already in it. Let me pull up the studio. So I'll be waiting for you, Travis. And follow me on X so that if this doesn't pan out tonight, we can do this some other time. But I'm already here. And hoping you join us. Let me have a look at the chat. Oh, so you're not familiar with StreamYard. Okay. How can we do this? Should I just make a space on X right now and then you join? StreamYard is basically... Oh, there you are. You figured it out. Travis, the man, the legend. How are you? Can you hear me? Oh, hold on. Let me... There we go.
He's gonna come back when you come at him with religion. With
okay, this is stream. Okay, there it is.
Stuff like he instantly.
All right, I think I got this.
I hear you loud and clear. Let me just mute the X space. Let me mute the X space.
All right.
How are you, Travis?
Alrighty, that sounds good. We're doing all right, man. I gotta go to bed and not too. I could do like half hour or so. I got class in the morning.
Oh yeah, okay, all right. I'll try to make this quick. I have some questions for you.
You don't have to go too fast. It's fine, man. We're having fun. As long as you're like respectful and shit.
Yeah, no. All respect. But I do have some hard-hitting questions. Like, why do you think?
Right.
Why do you think the Patriot people hate you? Let's start with that.
Well, there's two main reasons. First and foremost, I torture them. Yeah, I go there to harass them specifically because they go there with bad intentions. They bring weapons. They pretend that they're good guys, and they shit on people who are veterans like me. So they deserve everything they get. The other half is the truth is they're insecure. Like most of those guys didn't ever serve in the military. Like when 9/11 happened, like, I mean, I don't know, you seem old enough that you were probably around or aware what happened during 9/11.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was in high school.
We were all about, yeah. So we were all, everyone was rah, trying to serve in the military and, defend the country and stuff. And, I don't know you, but I see your pictures, like, there was a lot of dudes, and whether they'll admit it or not, some of the people who went in the military, they were like, they wanted me to kill towel heads, and sure, you've heard all the other nasty names that for people who are brown and black.
Yeah.
Like we want to kill, like I've had people who were like, did you kill any sand N-words? And I was like, holy shit, dude, that's not what I signed up for. Like I did rescue, so I didn't fucking murder people. But there was a ton of dudes that were all about that. And a lot of them went in the Army, some went in the Marines. And honestly, they went in all the branches, but people kind of kept that shit on the DL. Because I'm white and I'm MAGA presenting, let's say, they would they didn't know I was from Oregon. They'd be like, hey, man, what's up?
Because you're white, they're basically admitted to you.
Yeah, what I would get is like, dude, you're like one of us. So they'd like kind of open up some really racist shit. And I'm like, dude, I didn't join fucking kill brown people. Like, that's on you, man. That's some deep issues you got to deal with. Like, nobody wants to admit that part. Like, that happened a lot. I'm sure you probably got, unfortunately, Talon. There was a lot of like people, especially working like retail, like 7-Elevens, of owners getting attacked. I remember that shit. It was fucking awful.
Oh yeah.
And people want to like wipe that out of history.
Oh yeah, like my mom was, she was never harassed in the 90s, never harassed, throughout her time here. As soon as 9/11 happened, like just in the parking lot, people would be hostile and because she wears the hijab and whatnot. So
there'd also be, what was it? There was like, because they were super racist at the time. It was like I think called like Sikh. I think it was an Indian religion that looked similar, and so they weren't even Muslim, and they would attack them, and you'd find stories like that, and people were like, good, we got him. Like, dude, that guy wasn't even Muslim, 1, and 2, we shouldn't be fucking attacking Muslims either. Like, we're supposed to be going after terrorists, guys.
Nobody is more Islamophobic than Sikhs. Like their whole religion.
Yeah, and they don't like each other very much. It's like people who have never traveled the world, like because I did like Caribbean stuff, and people like if you called a Puerto Rican a Mexican, holy shit, would they lose their cookies? It's like regional racism exists between people. Like, we don't want those guys here either. Like, it's not universal. It's universal almost in like this kind of unfortunate way.
Okay, so, Travis, here are some questions I was thinking up when I heard you in this space, like earlier.
Sure.
So, okay, we know from your brother and from Sterling Martin that stolen valor is null and void as a term. You are not committing stolen valor at all.
So Sterling is an evil bastard, and my brother is a murderer, by the way, just to set the sort of pace.
Oh, wow. Oh, I was not aware of that.
Yeah, he helped kill a 16-year-old girl, poisoning her back in the day. He'll admit to it if you ask him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's a bad person. He's a really bad person.
Is he your older brother or younger?
He's my older brother. He's a piece of shit. He's also a meth head and was institutionalized for a while for that specific assisting of hiding in the body as well in the woods.
Oh, no.
It's pretty. You can look it up. Her name was Casper.
Yeah, I'll definitely look.
Caspar. Yeah, she was a nice girl. She was, quiet and reserved. She probably had a little bit of Down syndrome, possibly, but that wasn't really a thing at the time. But she was super sweet. And then one of the days, she just was gone. I'm like, because it would be her, Jason, who's my brother's friend, and my brother, and then they just disappeared. And I was like, what the hell happened? And
hold on,
that's
Travis.
when
I just
the
got
police
a DM from Spin City asking if I blocked him in my channel. I absolutely did not block you, Spin. You should be able to chat, and I don't know what's going on. You are not blocked, Spin. Come to the chat. You should be able to chat. I'm not looking at the chat right now. I'm fully focused on interviewing Travis, but you are absolutely not blocked, Spin. Sorry.
Yeah, Spin, you're a pussy, bud. You just come and talk shit and then say he's going to kill me. So fuck that guy. He can absolutely lick my balls.
Okay, so Travis, we've seen your
Disrespectful to a real
Geneva
veteran.
Conventions card where it showed your rank of E4 and PO3. Tell me on your DD214, what is your re-enlistment code that they listed?
So I have 3 DD214s. I did active duty Navy, active duty Coast Guard, and then Reserve Coast. So which one do you want to see? I gotta pull this up too. Fuck.
You can cam up, by the way. It's
I'll start with the Navy one. I got the Navy one up, so let me do that in a sec. Hold on.
okay.
This one. And anytime someone says they have those DD214s ready, they're totally full of shit. Like, no real veteran fucking keeps those on hand because it's got your social. It's got like everything you need to like ultra dock somebody and steal their identity.
Okay, yeah.
No sane person would ever have that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's absolutely friggin' nuts.
Yeah, it's like your passport or
Yeah, I might as well just like, bring my social security card everywhere. Like,
Everywhere,
hell
yeah.
no, dude.
you're just risking it.
Okay,
lost.
what are you looking for? So there's a re-entry code, RE-R1, RE-TAC R1.
Okay, good.
This is from my Navy one,
All right. So question number 2.
which is like the highest one. Yeah, okay.
Travis, did you serve both in the U.S. Navy and U.S. Coast Guard, correct? If so, what years
I
and were
did.
both discharges honorable?
Yeah, so this is where it gets weird. Like what I did was really unusual because I was a rescue swimmer for the Navy and they were not letting me do civilian rescues. They're like, well, that's what the Coast Guard did. So I was like, fuck it. I'm bailing on the Navy and going to the Coast Guard. The price of that was heavy. So I was an E5 in the Navy and they would not let me keep that E5. So when I went to the Coast Guard, you can't go into the Coast Guard without a rating, a job, more than the E3. So I had to take a 2 pay grade cut. That fucking hurt real bad. So let me see here.
Spin City says
Yep.
that card is a fake. I don't know why he can't
Well,
get in
he
my
didn't
chat.
serve. He's not even military. Why is it the non-military guys have an opinion? They're like, dude, you didn't serve. What do you know? It's like, hey, I'm not a doctor, but I'll take a look at it. I'm like, no, man. Stupid. So it was like 2007 is when I left. I literally like signed out of the Navy and I'd already like been working with the Coast Guard for a few months. It's unusual. They usually don't take prior service, but if you're like smart enough and you're like good enough, they'll pull you over. They did not. I tried to do a lateral and do AST, which was rescue swimmer for the Coast Guard, but they wouldn't allow it. Really tried because I was like, I really want to keep my E5, and they're like, we can guarantee you school, but we can't guarantee you anything else, and you got to take a hit to E3. And most of the guys in my shop were like, dude, you're a fucking idiot. And I'm like, there's truth in that statement. So my pay basically got cut in half.
Okay.
So that was my dedication to like, I wanted to do real shit.
Okay.
So so it was real, and it really fucking hurt quite a bit in my paycheck. So
Okay, so speaking about pay, did you
4 years, 2 months. So hold on one sec. I got 2000 obligation date. Usually it has like the dates in here better. So 4, that was X in there. So they usually have the dates in here. It's 4 years. Oh wait, that was that one. Here we go. It's 2007, April 18th.
Okay.
That's when I separated, and the same day, I literally like left the Navy and went to the Coast Guard recruiter. And they put me on a bus, and I went to not Atlantic City, New Jersey, Cape May, where we did what they call pit stop. So
Spin
they call it
says,
pit stop.
show us your DD214. Your DD214.
I'm not gonna do it. Hold on, I got the stuff blurred out. Shit, I got it there. I'll be back in like a few minutes. I gotta go grab the blanked out version. I'm not gonna show you guys the fucking.
You can blank out anything that you don't want to be.
Yeah, I got
seen.
it pre-blanked out. I brought the whole thing to the Patriot scumbags.
So you're already prepared for that that line of questioning.
Yeah. Yeah, I got the whole thing. I'll show you all this stuff.
All right, take your time, Travis. And guys, if you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask away in the chat. I'll read out your questions once I'm done with my set of questions. I don't understand why Spin is unable to come to the chat. You are absolutely not banned, Spin. Ryan, don't let Spin get on there to speak unless he fixed the feedback issue. Yeah, no, I'm doing this one-on-one because that's how that's what makes me most comfortable. So right now, Travis is just getting his documents ready. And if you have any questions for Travis, do not hesitate to ask. Ask him how come he chose a Captain America shield over a normal. Okay, good question. I'll definitely ask him that. Guys, give me questions to ask Travis. We have Travis. Let me make sure.
Okie dokie, I'm back.
All right, guys, he is back.
Holy shit, did I mess this up? All right, man, probably good
Okay,
enough for
nice.
government
Yeah.
work.
Camera's perfect.
That's pretty shitty quality right now, but I haven't fucked with stuff. I've been moving my office around. All right, here's the moneymaker shot. Here's one of them at least.
Okay, there we go.
There.
There we go. So that's you
Yeah.
and
It's pretty fuzzy, but that's me right there. There's Rescue Swimmer School.
okay.
Is there any way to improve that? This quality is kind of dog shit, man. It's not helping anything. 720, really? All right. So, what's up, everybody? I'm smoking some dope. All right. Here we are. All right.
There we go. This is the DD214.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to see. Okay, there. Let's come up. There you go.
There we go.
DD214.
Okay, so
And all that blackout that people call is like, that's all my socials and shit, date of birth and all that jazz. That's blocked out. Let's see. No. Is that really bright? Probably not helping a lot. But that's the lighting. All right, so there.
a little more to,
Hold on one sec. I gotta
to
adjust
your
this.
right.
Let me adjust here. Probably get a little more higher res. Here's my flight jacket. That's definitely fake, apparently.
All right, guys. So this is the DD214. It's being shown with. I think I can make out the bolded parts. I'll definitely take a. Okay, certificate of release or discharge. Could you move it a little more, Travis? A little more to the left. Perfect.
There you
All
go.
right. We got it all on cam.
Good?
Yeah, we're good.
There's the read list at the bottom. RE1, which is basically, they pull you right back in.
All right. We got it. Thank you. Thank you.
There is maybes. That's number 1. There's number 2. That's Coast Guard.
Okay.
Can't really see it. That was active duty. And then numero trace.
Perfect.
That's when I went through HS school, medic school.
A little closer to the camera. That's perfect, Travis. And
Good?
Travis, my next question for you. This is something you were kind of addressing in the X Space when I joined. The allegations that you were targeting young Rylan. Rylan is a 14-year-old child on X, and why
Apparently.
do you think it's appropriate to threaten a 14-year-old kid? Why do you feel the need to target women? And this is a question.
I think it'd be a
spin.
good first question. Be like, hey, did you actually do it before you make the accusation?
Did you actually do it, Travis? Was that actually you?
No, this is the account that I just made today is the only real one. Like, other people have been making fake accounts and all sorts of crazy shit. Yeah, all those pictures that you guys are seeing on the stuff, they're all public stuff that I've had open for years. And some of it actually is just straight up from my, like, GoFundMe.
Okay.
I mean, it's not hard to make, apparently. It took me like 5 minutes to make an account.
I've had people troll make accounts to appear that it's me and it's actually my stalkers and my trolls. So I know what that's like.
Yeah, someone sent me one that has a picture of my wife and it says like Travis's disappointed wife or something like that. I mean, it's pretty funny to be honest, but it's like, yeah, it's not hard to make a fake account on any platform.
Okay.
I do cybersecurity. It's literally my job to like try to monitor and shut stuff down, but like you can't stop the flood. So you pick your battles. Like, could I go chase every fake account? Like I could, but that would be like my day. And I got stuff to do. People are gonna be people. Like you said, you've had troll accounts. Like what's the you don't know they exist until they become notorious enough where they're like someone's like, hey, someone's doing this. You're like, oh shit. Well, I mean, I can't really stop them.
I'm being asked to ask you if you're getting a divorce. Are you getting a divorce?
Last I checked, I'm not getting a divorce.
Okay. And did you or do you receive VA benefits and or VA healthcare? Are you presently being seen by the psychology department? Do you suffer from PTSD?
I actually kind of did suffer from PTSD for a while, but it was mostly like a survivor's guilt. I had a really good buddy that died in a helicopter crash. His name was Jared Rossetto. He was in my fleet replacement aircrew frac in San Diego. So it's like, have you served, Boq? I take it probably not, right?
No, I've never served. No.
Okay. It's a really common thing with veterans. If you ask the real ones, is like survivor's guilt's super common, where it's like your buddy died and you lived, and you're like, what? There's like the saying of like, there's no atheist in a foxhole, but there's no like atheist also like after service, because the one thing that you find out about war is the good ones die first, and then it's just the rest of us. And like, what do you do now? Like the good ones are dead. Well, you have two options. You either give up the ghost and become a piece of shit and say fuck the world, or you say I'm going to pick up their torch and do the best I can to be the best person I can be. And it's a mix. I don't have any numbers off the top of my head, but That's the shitty part about serving in the military. And this is true with like cops, EMS, fire. You know, you have the brotherhood and the sisterhood thing. It's like, unfortunately, the good people die first in war because they're the good people who refuse to pick up arms and kill people. You know, I would say those are basically the protesters in Portland. It's like the right wingers want to say that they're violent. It's like they're not. They're absolutely not. The right wingers are the ones who bring the guns. That fucking Shane guy brought an AR-15 twice. Like, dude, that's some psycho stuff. Like, none of our side, no one brought a gun. If they did, maybe they're like concealed carry, but open carry of an AR-15 with a drum mag. Like, is anyone gonna friggin' tell that dude he's a fucking lunatic and he wants to like take me in a ring? Like, I'm not gonna like. I don't have any problem with maybe setting up a fight with someone, but a dude who's gonna open carry an AR-15 with a drum mag to a peaceful protest and claim he's peaceful, like, that guy's a psychopath. Like, that's legit psychopath, right?
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's that's alarming. It kind of ties into a question from Freedom Compass. How are you, man?
Hold on, Boq. I really want to focus on that a little bit.
Sorry?
I really want to focus on that because this is important to me. It's like, my job there is to maintain safety. Yeah, do I fuck with people? But like, dude, open carrying an AR-15 rifle in downtown Portland. Why is that guy not being fucking tackled by the police? Like, that's insane to me. That is like, my wife is seriously freaking out about that shit. Like, that's why I don't go down as much, because it's just like, I'm afraid you're gonna get shot. She literally has nightmares that I'm gonna get shot by right wingers.
Well, you
like,
know,
legit.
Just to correct the record in that sense, when I've been restreaming Tommy, it always was the other side. You know, the side you rep that, you know, always starts with the violence, or with, you know, yanking Tommy's hat or stealing.
Which one of us has brought guns? Dude, you're acting in bad faith. I thought we were doing good faith. None of our side is.
This is God honest truth. I've yet to see. I'm just speaking about Tommy for as an example. I've yet to see Tommy go and initiate aggressive acts.
I have multiple times. Yeah, they hide that shit, bro. Are you in there? Are you actually in downtown?
No.
Yeah, they hide that shit. They lie. They edit stuff out. I've given probably about 5 or 6 interviews, full ones, in good faith, and you probably haven't seen any of them, right?
No, this is the first time I'm actually, like, I've seen you in clips, but this is the first time I'm actually, and it's with me. This is my first interview situation, and I
So I tell people when they do interviews. Yeah, I tell the people in interviews. The Ocean guy, he sort of like was in medium faith, I suppose is the best way I can put it. But like, he engaged me in bad faith, and then he lied about who he was. There was like a chick that went down there that does interviews. She posted none of the interview, like none of it. And we talked for like, I swear to God, like 15 minutes. And I was like, you're not going to be in bad faith and like edit this shit out, are you?
No, I am.
She's like, no.
Definitely not editing a single second out of this interview. You got my word. And this is going to be
all right. Well, I've heard that before. Honestly, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt, dude. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
Because everyone listening, if I edit anything out or transform this in any way to make it biased in any form, you know, call me out on it, because that's not who I am at all. I try to be so that's been my experience over the past 2 months. Is I've given no less than 5 interviews, and it's probably closer to 6 or 7, and I think the only one that's actually gone up has been that Ocean plot dude. Everyone else is like either fully deleted it or they edited it down to like nothing, and they're like, look at this guy, he's crazy. I'm like, yeah, okay, well, of the 15 minutes or 20 minutes or even 30 I've done one, and it was like, none of it was released. No, nothing. You know what it looks like to me? I swear to you, this is just how it looks like to me. I'm not even American. I'm in Toronto, Canada, and it just looks like...
Sorry, we're shitty neighbors.
You know, the whole annexation talk was huge here when that popped up in the news.
Yeah, that's fucking like psycho shit. That's crazy that people would even, like, the fact that it came out of our president's mouth, beyond stupid.
What I was going to say, Travis,
we've been good neighbors forever and a day. He's ruining it. Like, Trump is a piece of shit that needs to go.
Yeah, that was my other question for you. Why do you think Trump is a bad guy? Tell me. Like,
you're a Canadian. Do you think us attacking your country is a good thing?
No. and I don't think it was a realistic proposition. But no, absolutely.
Okay, I'm gonna slit your throat. Well, that's not realistic, but I said it. It's not realistic, right? But you're like, damn, dude, that's why did you say something like that?
Fighting
like
words.
the president of the United States. Imagine if your prime minister said we're gonna attack the United States. Like that has gravity, right?
Yeah, it's
like we have a troll in office. Like I'm a troll, but like don't put me in fucking office. Or if I did, I wouldn't act like that. Like that's crazy that people are just like applauding that kind of behavior from a president or any world leader for that matter.
Okay, Travis, in the Portland ice facility.
Jeez, man, are you gonna not say anything to that? That's a pretty significant thing to like acknowledge, right?
It is, but I'm trying my best not to import my feelings into. I'm a Muslim.
That's fair enough.
I'm a Muslim, and to me, this is a very Western dilemma, and like I'm going to yap away when it comes to us, but right now I have the luxury to stay silent and just have both sides speak out, and I'm here to observe and not
one side's not a fan of you.
Pardon me, I missed you. What did you say?
I was going to say, one side's not a big fan of you. I'll give you a hint. It's the right side.
Yeah,
yeah, they hate your guts. They want you dead. They don't want you gone. They want you dead.
I'm lucky I have a soundproof studio, because when Tommy is like on his bullhorn, he's like, Islam does not belong in America, and I'm restreaming it. And
yeah.
I just feel...
Yeah, he's pretty... Yeah, and that's the thing is like, you know, there's a realistic thing when people go down there. Like I have friends and I have like teammates that I work with to like, we basically keep each other safe. Like I'm running a team of people it's really more of like a safety thing, because like, are the left completely free of any sort of like responsibility and shitty attitudes and behaviors? Like, no, of course not. No side is. But the realistic thing is 90% of the people that go down there on the left side, the protesters, are peaceful. But there's like the black blockers that are all like get kitted up like terrorists. Like they clearly want to fight. And then you see the people on the right, 90% of them want to fight. And so I was like, when I see them get together, I'm like, all right, we'll just let them duke it out, you know, make it like a football match and just, you know, beat the shit out of each other. Whoever wins, they get to raise their flag for the week or some crap like that.
Who is your worst like persona or character down there, in your opinion? Like you mentioned Shane bringing the AR-15, and but overall, the worst person there in your opinion.
The worst one was the Valhalla guy. He's the Green Beret that said he wanted to slit my throat, and like nobody said anything. Like a bunch of people heard him say it, and they got it on camera, and they deleted that footage. And he deleted his X account. Look up Valhalla VFT. It's gone. Like I reported it to the police, but I talked to the police when I was there. Like when people give me death threats, like it's not uncommon. As weird as that is to say, like from my rescue times and being a paramedic, like it's working 911 and getting a death threat is not uncommon. You know, as weird as sad as it is to say, and I don't technically worry about most people because I am a special operator. But when it's another special operator, like a Green Beret, although I think Army is a bunch of chodes, like that dude is capable of serious murder, and he probably has killed a bunch of people. Yeah, so when a special forces operator says they're going to kill me when I'm just sitting there joking around in my actual bomber jacket, being a real veteran, you know, that has me concerned, and it worried my wife for a long time. But I think the cops are probably talking with him, or maybe he shut his shit down. I don't know. But
Peggy in the chat says, Travis, you are generalizing conservatives.
Yeah, you guys are pretty much of the same cloth. Sorry, dude. It's the truth. You're going to have to deal with that reality. Like, sorry, but not sorry. Like, fix your shit. Be better. Y'all claim to be heroes and stuff, but you know, how many statistically of all the people I've talked to, I think there's been like 3 or 4 vets at the most on the side of the counter protesters / the right wing Nazis. Like, but on our side, Travis, we had.
Hey, Travis, I'm looking at photos.
Sure.
Someone just sent me photos that basically prove, because I can see where it's has your avatar on the post your reply. It basically proves that it was from your account that the messages to Rylan was sent.
Which show me the stuff. Put it up on yours.
It's on my.
But I think what a lot of people are getting tripped up is it Twitter, when it was Twitter, like the blue check mark, you needed to show ID. But now you just pay money, and they don't do any checks apparently to like see if you just get a blue check mark if you pay money. That's it. And it was a controversy for a while, right? I'm sure you probably covered it, where you could just buy a blue check mark.
Yeah, no, you're right. You know what? I changed my mind on because I don't want to show who my source is, so I'll maybe just forward it to you. But your explanation basically covers what it could be. It could very well be
Okay, so if you're not willing to show the sources, will you recant that accusation?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. I recant.
Okay.
I recant. I at least recant what I just said. So
okay.
I'm moving on from that one. And let me see.
And by the way, this is a pretty common practice, is people make accusations and then their proof will be like, hey, look at this thing on X or Twitter or whatever. I'm like, okay. Yeah. So my YouTube account, this one's mine for sure. Like, it's me and you can hear me. I'm talking to you. And then that I don't know, whatever account that I just made that had the funny picture on it, like that's the X account I just made today.
Okay.
And X is a pile of shit. Holy crap, that thing is hard to use. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
It's full of bots and people with throwaway accounts, and I
Right. So it's like, and people like, they're aware that bots and throwaway accounts exist. They're like, but those are definitely yours. I'm like, you don't think maybe someone made a bot on an account? No? Okay. Impossible, huh? Okay, got it. So dumb.
Okay, let me see. I had more questions here. Because I was just looking at the chat.
Is there a chat like I can see, or is it somewhere else?
On my YouTube live.
Okay.
By the way, yes, subscribe to me. I'm also subscribed to MDG Gaming and Freedom Compass.
Oh, that guy's a douchebag. He fucking chicken shit ran.
Well, MDG Gaming?
He told me he was gonna wait at the ICE protest, and then he fucking booked. And then I friggin' saw, I was watching his live and seeing where he was at because I know downtown, and so I chased him down.
Yeah, I saw you.
That's all I was pissed at. Dude, you chicken shit ran. He's like, "Oh, you didn't run," as he's literally running. I'm like, dude, you're such a wuss.
So it's obvious you have a sense of humor, and and you're a veteran.
Yeah.
So we're just trying to understand you as a person. And I don't want enemies. I just want to understand you better, right? But what's up with the spitting and sticking out your tongue and saying, suck my dick all the time?
Yeah, it's fun. It's First Amendment, right? I mean, yeah, exactly. That's basically it. The other thing is I'm legitimately pissed. Like, I served my country from 2002 until like 2019. Maybe 2017, I can't remember off the top of my head, but like, I put my ass on the line. I did special ops, and like, I don't say that because I think I'm a badass, although I am. The real thing is, like, I fucking nearly died so many goddamn times that I lost count. And these fucking patriot motherfuckers claim to be patriots. They never served anything but themselves. It's like, I nearly died multiple times. A lot of my friends died, and they get to call themselves a patriot. They can suck my fucking liberal spec ops dick.
Well, a lot
That's ridiculous.
are actually veterans, like Rebel Media.
No, they're not. No, well, yeah, one or two of you, but the number is low. It's extremely low. And if you don't remember, on Veterans Day, the Patriots weren't there at their corner. Where the hell are they at? The actual veterans walked down to ICE to protest it. And the fucking Patriot Corner was a ghost town. Not a single soul there. And no one thanked us for our service. You can hate me all you want, but there was a lot of other veterans there that were not obnoxious, and they got treated like shit too. That is the universal thing about this fucking country, is they hate veterans. Everyone gives us lip service, but they don't give a shit for benefits.
I was going to ask you,
And I'm sure you're
why
probably
do you
not
think
too
there
different.
are a lot of homeless veterans in America anyway? Like it's a very noticeable thing. A lot of veterans end up kind
Yeah.
of down and out.
Well, this is where our two countries differ, and yours is superior. And whether people would or have the balls to admit it or not, is you guys have universal health care, and ours doesn't. And like, here's one for me: because I'm not disabled, I'm not entitled to anything from the VA. The only thing that you get VA healthcare is if you have a in-service injury and you got to fight like hell to prove that, whatever your injury or your sickness was because of the military. Like there's literal there's a couple of services that will basically help advocate for you because they know it's like such an impossible process.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why. And Multnomah County here in Portland, that apparently we're so anti-veteran. They it made me cry on Veterans Day that they made a homeless shelter for veterans specifically. It is the only one in the country. So all the right wingers with their fucking pride in the South, Texas, Florida, none of them have any homeless shelters for veterans at all.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry about that.
It's only us. We're the first.
Yeah.
We're the first and the only.
There's pluses and minuses to the fact that Canada has free healthcare, but overall it is
it's not perfect, right?
It's like I can't believe America,
But so
this
let's look at
advanced
this.
country, has no like universal health plan or healthcare or anything like
Right.
that. Makes no sense.
Right, it's insane. So here's the problem that you're going to encounter constantly in the United States. We have a population, let's say of like veterans is a great one, is we don't have universal healthcare, and the only way you can get free healthcare, quote unquote, is basically being homeless. But the healthcare is relatively poor, and you have to go to the emergency room. So our emergency rooms get swamped. I know this because I was a paramedic for a while in EMT. So, and the thing with why is there so many homeless veterans is this is something that you'd have to be a veteran to understand. Is what you went through is so fucking traumatizing in so many ways. You have two paths, and anyone who's a veteran watching this, you'll understand. Path number one, you fucking fall apart and you fall and you have PTSD, and it generally either gets untreated and that's because they don't really care most of the time, particularly in red states where they give no health care. And then, or you treat yourself, as I like to call it, in which, you basically smoke weed, but generally it's like heroin, meth, the harder stuff to try to forget the horrible things that you saw and experienced. So that's what in the paramedic and EMT world, we call it the downward spiral, where they're self-medicating effectively because they don't have mental health care to deal with I've seen someone that got their fucking side of their head blown off, as it was a guy duct tape a short-barreled shotgun to his wife's head, and then they blew his brains out with a SWAT team. It's like, you see some things that I wish I never saw, but that's the deal when you do public service.
Have you ever been inside Chandler's apartment? Speaking of
I'm gonna say no. I don't like how they've been doing Chandler, and like people have been assaulting his house. The fact that some of these fucking right wingers don't have bullet holes in their brains is because that dude's a pacifist. If you guys would have done the same thing to my home, I'd be stacking bodies in the front, no question.
You wouldn't tolerate that, is what you're saying. Got it.
I don't say I wouldn't tolerate it. I said I would kill motherfuckers. Let me be crystal clear. I would execute people. You would be dead. DEAD, dead. And then I'd put some heads up on a pike just to show what you do when you fuck with a special operator's family. Them's the rules, right? You don't attack families, you don't attack homes. That's disgusting behavior. It should be condemned across the board.
One question someone in the chat asked.
And I would like you to have an answer to that. I explicitly want you to give an answer. How do you feel about families and homes being attacked?
No, yeah, those are no-go zones. It's one of the things
There we go.
that I
Good.
really hate about this YouTube thing is people
Mhm.
really want to get to you through your loved ones and whatnot. Like, you have no idea the amount of harassment I go through, man. Okay.
Yeah. I see in the chat here, Peggy, her husband didn't survive. I'm sorry to hear that, Peggy. It's a very common thing. Like, people forget, like, PTSD, terrorism, we use these words, but they don't understand what that feels like. You know, you feel like there's no hope. And for people with PTSD, I had it for a little while for survivor's guilt, and I had some near-death experiences. It's fucking awful.
What do you think about burning the American flag? Because it's an act that's been done by your side.
Yeah. I think it's fantastic. Yeah, I love it. And here's the reason, Boq. I'll give you, and for anyone else who's listening, you're a Muslim. What would happen if I went to a Muslim country and I burned their flag? What would happen?
Oh, that's basically like an act of war. You could get in a lot of trouble
what would
for
happen?
doing something like that.
Oh, you would get more than a lot of trouble. I don't think you'd make it to a court if you catch my drift, right? What would happen, realistically?
Especially if it was like the Saudi Arabian flag, or let's say...
Yeah, let's say I go to Saudi Arabia and I burn their flag. What happens to me?
It wouldn't really just be because of the flag. It would be because of the declaration on the flag.
Look, let's not bullshit around. Come on, don't be a pussy. Just admit what would happen. Me and my head be separated, right? We'd be liberated from each other.
You'll
let's
definitely
say.
Be condemned to death. Definitely 100%.
Right. And that's not unique to the Middle East. There's many other countries that do the same thing. We are the United States. It is why the First Amendment is so important. Like, when I was in military, did I find it distasteful at times? Yeah, but I grew to be like, you know what? We can do that here, and that's actually pretty friggin' amazing. Like, the government will let you burn the flag right in front of the government. You can't, like, steal someone's flag and burn it, but if you buy your own flag and you set it on fire in protest, like, that is literally our number one most protected rights: freedom of speech, freedom of assembly, and freedom to protest. Like, there's a lot in the First Amendment. It's pretty heavily packed. It's not just freedom of speech.
But the fact that you use that freedom to display an act of hatred towards the country that's giving you that freedom, don't you think that's kind of like, even if it's legally allowed, don't you think it's just like bad form?
Sure, you can be, but that's explicitly what the First Amendment's for, is for distasteful, if you can't have distasteful discourse, then you can't have discourse at all. And this is we consider this is called a paradox, right? And there's called the paradox of tolerance. And this is the problem on the left, is like, how much intolerance can you tolerate? It's easy for me to say, okay, well, be cool and we'll be cool. But unfortunately, the interesting stuff happens at the fringes, right? What's the most extreme way to sort of, how can we push the First Amendment to its absolute limit? Mm-hmm. And like, the ultimate way would be like, I want to kill Donald Trump. And it's like, whoa, that's crazy. He was like, is it protected? And so, like, when you have a death threat like that, it would be, is he actually going to try to do it? Or is he just saying it, for the funsies? And so, like, we've established that saying fire in a theater is not protected speech, because you're causing alarm, you're causing injury, right? And so I'm a big fan of freedom across the board. Like, especially if you've been a veteran, you're mid-military, you understand you're basically government property. So anytime I can make sure that myself and my fellow countrymen are allowed to express themselves in the way they see fit, that's what keeps our society intact. It's kind of ironic. The places that become dictatorships almost always collapse because people want to be free. So is it distasteful? Yeah, I mean, I'm not the biggest fan in the world necessarily, but given the two options of having a dictatorship or a place where they burn the American flag, burn the flag. Fuck it. It's a piece of cloth. The most important thing is not the flag. We call it flag fetishization. The flag's supposed to represent values, not the other way around.
No, can't really argue with that. All right, you know what, Travis, it's almost 4 a.m. here, Eastern time. So I was just going to ask you, where can we find you, your OG accounts, not any alt account or anything like that? Are you actually on?
The only ones I really,
No, go ahead. Sorry.
The only one I really care about is, like, I have a Facebook account and I have that GoFundMe. That's pretty much all I really give a shit about. I'm an IT guy. I hate sprawl. I don't want to have 80 accounts across 80 platforms. I'm like, Facebook's even too much, and I've considered giving that up because it's just social media.
I know.
It-
Digital
it's terrible.
footprints
Like,
are
I
just,
don't-
I get you, man. I know. I really get you.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, be completely honest. Has there been any digital platform where you've walked away from it and you're like, that was a good experience? That really like enriched my life. Like, ugh, no, they all suck. Like, be in person. People talk a lot of shit online. I mean, myself included. But it's like, if you're gonna be that and you're gonna be a pussyfoot in person, it's like you're a liar. But I'm an asshole online. I'm an asshole in person. So it's a 1-to-1 match. What you get is what you get. You don't like it, fuck off, but I don't care. But Facebook, and then I have a GoFundMe page.
So if I were to reach out to you
takes-
again, it will be through Facebook, and I'll find you there. Like, if I wanted a follow-up
yeah,
interview
that's
or
probably the
something like
best
that.
way to grab me, dude.
Pardon me, Travis?
No, I said, yeah, that's probably the best way. Just look me up.
Awesome.
I guess I have LinkedIn too, but good God, that's a cesspool of crap. That's the worst. It's like the worst of Facebook and the worst of Twitter on a job site. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, I try to keep my LinkedIn not public because
And the fact that they're using, like, they go jobs and they have like their CEOs on pages and they say like racist shit. I'm like, dude, keep the racist stuff to Facebook and fucking X, man. Don't put it on LinkedIn.
it's not a good look.
I've had people like, yeah, that's why we need to subjugate women. I'm like, is this really LinkedIn? Holy shit, people have lost their fucking minds. Like, I don't put crazy shit on LinkedIn. God, no. They'll never get a job again. Like, I do contract work from time to time. Like, I don't need to publicly put out that I'm fucking. I mean, I'm pretty crazy, but that's part of being a special operator. Let me give you one little a final statement. Let's say, so to speak, is for those who know, in the special operations, like in general, you generally have two types of special operators. The one that you guys are normally used to seeing, which is probably more in the movies, kind of to some degree, where they're just like the cool, calm, collected, like you'll never know who they are. But there's like on the movie The A-Team, where they had like the pilot who, he's wearing a beanie hat and shorts and like he's basically off his fucking rocker. Like, that's me. That's the other kind. The guy who's fighting in like a pair of fucking underwear and like boots and an AR-15. Like, not an atypical presentation. It's just you guys don't see that normally. And sometimes those guys, they're nuts. But what'll usually happen is they'll like, yeah, here's Travis. He's the crazy one of the unit. Like, when you need real shit to go down and you want someone who's like, psycho but is going to back you up, like, we want him on our team. Because, yeah, he's crazy, but you sling crazy at the enemy, like, you get shit done. And you see how the guys run from me. It's like, I mean, you all know, you don't mess with crazy. And when you have trained crazy,
I'll
really
say
don't mess
this:
with
you
that.
don't back down from confrontations.
Uh-huh.
No, you don't.
I let them fight, and people. I've had 60 people around me, and I'm not scared of them. Like, I know that most of them won't do anything, and that's good. I appreciate it because, realistically, if 60 people turned on me, yeah, I'm not a superhero. I get my ass whipped. Probably put me in the hospital, but I'm doing it because I don't want to see other brown people be hunted down in the street. We always kind of forget everyone's focused on this fucking fighting bullshit. But ICE is snatching people off the street. They're snatching American citizens without papers, without any regard of their safety, of their families, or anything. That's what the protest is really about, is saying, hey, shouldn't we have due process? Shouldn't you have a process to get citizenship? And for those that are citizens, they're getting picked up by ICE agents without any regard for their fucking rights. That's awful.
Final question, Travis. Final question before I let you go. What do you agree with the right? This is a question from Freedom Compass.
That's right. Okay. Hey, man. I appreciate that. There's actually quite a bit. So if I'm being totally honest, what I think the left does particularly bad is the right is much more empathetic, like harsh truth. The left is much more logical. So the left will have like something called NIMBYs. So NIMBYs are, not in my backyard. In fact, I have, unfortunately, some neighbors that are Christian that we have a homeless shelter, a church that's being an overnight homeless shelter that I think is great. And the Christians are like, we do not want to have homeless people staying overnight in a church.
And I'm like, I'm pretty sure Jesus had something to say about that. And so most of the people on the right who are actual Christians are usually some of the most generous people. They're super kind. They're like they care. If you go into a police department or fire or military, like I would say probably 70 to 80% of them are conservative to some degree. Like this is something the left doesn't want to fucking admit. It's like most of the military is conservative leaning. So, you know, the people who are on the conservative side tend to be patriotic, but I only give you credit when you actually are a patriot, aka serving the military or fire or rescue, or even honestly federal service or government service of any kind. There's actually quite a bit of like right-wing people that work in government and then they hate government. And I've asked them like, dude, why are you here? He's like, it's the benefits are good. Like, dude, I get it, but you can't hate the government and work for the government at the same time, man. The other thing that I think the right is about is there is definitely, I mean, I'm a special operator. I like using the word pussy, and you know, I use the F slur that I'm not supposed to say anymore. Mm-hmm. Like, there's a lot of people on the left that can't take a fucking joke. Now it's the right who can't, but I guess they both are equally unable to take jokes. It's like, you can cut loose and like, do I like going to strip clubs with my boys and drinking way too much and doing dumb shit and getting in trouble? Like, fuck yeah. Right people do that really good. But the left, they're kind of pussies at times, and it drives me up the fucking wall. And yes, 5 to 7 letters of an acronym, I just call people queer. And you know what? I'm fine with that. Like, let's not get out of hand, folks, with the letters and the flags. I appreciate the pride that they like, but I don't have time to keep track of all that shit. Mm-hmm. So that's the stuff I think the right does correctly. You know, there's others, but I think that's a pretty fair, like, olive branch.
No, that's a very fair way to end this, man. You actually gave them something where you have a common, like, you're in agreement, mm-hmm. right? So that's
I tell you what, I'm gonna give you a cherry on top. Guns on the right are fucking fun. There are so many people on the left that hate guns. Like, dude, I love blowing shit up. Just shooting shit and blowing shit up is fucking fun. We gotta use some, what is it, tannerite the other day? I'm fucking shocked that that's legal. It's like, holy shit, this stuff is fun. But man, you're gonna blow someone's hand off. So, yeah, blowing shit up's fun. Shooting shit's fun.
The right to bear arms is like a natural right.
Well, it's not the right to bear arms. It's part of a militia, and that's the part people edit out for. That's what the right doesn't do so great. It's like, dude, it was meant for a militia. Mm-hmm. I never go to indoor matches or indoor ranges because there's always lunatics in there that, you know, think a 50 caliber Desert Eagle is for home defense. It's like, oh, hell no. But I like guns. I have guns myself. I think they're fucking cool, man. It's like Legos for adults when you have way too much fucking money.
How American
guns aren't cheap.
No, that's one thing that's common across the board for all Americans, the love of guns. I notice Americans, whether on the left or the right.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't go that far.
No, I just see a lot of Americans just...
not a lot. I would say we're about probably a 50-50 mix. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, what country in the world has the most amount of school shootings and mass shootings? Let's be honest. We have a little bit of a gun problem. Yeah, I like them, but holy shit, we have a problem.
Yeah, there's no real equivalent of that here in Canada yet, but you're right.
Yeah, and then England has like mass stabbings, like, oh no, you stabbed 5 people as opposed to killing 60. Like, yeah, these are different scales, and this is like good faith effort. You guys are a lot more chill up there. Like, you guys have like firearms too, but you have like some limitations, right? Which I think are reasonable.
Yeah, I'm not too no real knowledge about what you can and can't purchase with a license, but I can look into it. But Travis, I'm gonna let you go, and you have my word.
All right, so just a quick question on that. You don't have the Second Amendment up there. Are you worried that the government is going to throw you out or overthrow you?
I'm open to anything happening, but you're right. We do not have. We do not have that.
Are you living in fear of government like taking you over and basically throwing you in jail?
We have the Charter of Rights, and Canada being in the Commonwealth, You know, they have common.
Okay, I'm not looking for a technical thing. I'm just a short answer. Are you scared that the government is going to abduct you anytime soon?
It can easily do that. I wouldn't like hold it.
Jesus, come on, man. We're gonna end this in a positive note. Don't do that. You know the answer is
You need to
no.
look up this Syrian Canadian engineer named Maher.
I'm not gonna look up a unique cherry pick case. I'm not doing that.
He was
That's
actually
a bad faith finish, man. You did so
extradited
well, but
to
you
Syria.
the fucking
Sent to a black
99th
site and
line.
tortured in Syria. But
Okay,
like Canada
that was
is way
super bad
more-
faith at the end. I don't appreciate that at all.
I'll just say this: Canada
really-
you have way more peace of mind, I think, right now in that sense than
All right.
any other places.
I said this was supposed to be good faith, and you finished. You fumbled the ball, dude.
No, man. I'm just
Be
being
better next
I'm just
time.
being a pragmatist and a realist. Have a good night there, Travis. Thank you, Freedom Compass. We have a God-given right to protect our family. Yes. Imagine if you lived in the Stone Age, right? And a bunch of cavemen came up to you and said, "Hand over your flint tools." Would that make sense? No. Right? It's just it's part of the human condition to use tools, man-made tools, for self-defense purposes, in my opinion. I hope I ended it on a good note with Travis. None of this is meant to be heavy. I'm not there in Portland. Well, the Patriots, on the other hand, they don't have my luxury. They can't be standoffish. They have to deal with him on the ground. And but I will say this: I am going to re-upload this interview, and will not edit a second out. Travis was saying that all the interviews he conducted prior to this one was in bad faith because, you know, he was presented as some kind of way afterwards. I'm just going to let the record speak for itself. And with that, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. It's 4 a.m. Eastern time here. Thank you, Freedom Compass, for the super chat. I'm subscribed to you, by the way. And with that, peace. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.